what is up? It's May 31st, so I thought I would do a May reading wrap-up. So I read 9 books this month, which I think is really good. That's pretty good for me. That's a solid reading month. So yeah, I started the month with Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is the Part of Your World series number 3, although I actually haven't read Part of Your World. Oops. I've only read Yours Truly, and then I read Just for the Summer, but I feel like it doesn't matter that much because there's overlap with the characters, so it's kind of cool to see how they tie together, but it's not necessary for the plot line. I feel like I should have started with Part of Your World, but I still thoroughly enjoyed the book, so I do plan on going back and reading it, so I will eventually see how all those characters connect. But yeah, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I think it was more like a 4.5. There were just a couple parts where I was annoyed with some of the characters and just annoyed with the writing style, but that only happened a few times. That's why I wanted to give it a 5 stars, but I don't know. There was just a few parts I was like, ugh. So yeah, I really enjoyed that book. So after that, I read Divine Rivals, and going into this book, I had just seen like so much hate for this book on YouTube and TikTok, and I was like, oh great, like I've been looking forward to this read, and now I'm seeing all this stuff about it where it's just... But I set that aside, and I didn't really know much about this book going into it, other than there's little magical elements to it, but I loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. I'm actually currently reading book 2, Ruthless Vows, in this series, and I'm enjoying it so far. But I love Divine Rivals. I love the magic. I love the typewriters. I love like the war correspondent story. I love Roman and Iris. Just everything about this book. I just ate it up. I loved it. So I don't care what all those people said that I saw right before I read the book. I loved it. It was great. Next was Icebreaker. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. It was good. It was good. I gave it 4 stars, so obviously it was good. Again, the characters sometimes were a little annoying, and there were the book felt kind of long at some parts. Like, I don't know. It was a little bit long, but I liked it. The hockey, and this is actually my first hockey romance, which is kind of crazy if you know me, because I'm a gigantic hockey fan, so I'm really shocked that it's been this long, and this was my first hockey romance. But I would read another one. I just want to find one that I think I'll really enjoy. But yeah, this was a solid 4 stars. I thought the romance was cute. Like, I was rooting for the characters. It was good. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. It was good. Okay, next, this is going in order of when I finish these books. So next is Game of Thrones, but let me just say, I've been reading Game of Thrones for forever. So I finally finished it in the month of May. Very exciting. And I actually have the next 3 books right here in front of me, but it's probably going to be a while on those. I don't know when I can pick up the next book. I need a break, okay? I gave it 4 stars, but I need a break. Very good. I'm excited to read the rest of the series, but just so long and complicated, and I knew that going into it. But I've also seen the show already. I should point that out. But yeah, I got pretty much what I was expecting from book 1. It did take me about 3 months to read it, which for me is a long time. Towards the end of the book, I kind of just found myself wanting to get it off my currently reading list. Like, I just wanted to be done with that. But I really enjoyed it. The story was good. And I already knew a lot of the characters, so I feel like that helped a lot. The beginning is still a little bit hard to get into, in my opinion. But yeah, it was good. 4 stars. Next was The Midnight Library. I was really looking for, this is where we got to like my book slump part of the month. So I was really looking for a fast-paced mystery thriller, and this book was exactly that. 4 out of 5 stars. It's very rare that I'll give a mystery thriller 5 out of 5 because I don't know. I actually don't know why, but 4 out of 5 for that genre is really good for me. So I enjoyed it. I was not bored. The twists were interesting. Okay, the last one, I will admit, I did not see that coming, and that's always really enjoyable for me. That's what I love about this genre so much. So yeah, it was very entertaining, and I read it pretty quickly, and that it was exactly what I needed at exactly the right time. So it was good. I followed that book with another mystery thriller, Five Survive by Holly Jackson, who I already enjoy. I've read a couple of her books and I liked them, and I also gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. And again, it was exactly what I wanted it to be. It kept me entertained. I did not see the major plot twist, although looking back on it, I'm not really sure how I didn't, but there was one character in particular who was just extremely annoying and horrible, but other than that, really entertaining. Yeah, this one I read even quicker. This was like maybe 1 or 2 days for me. So those 2 mystery thrillers back to back really like pushed me through the rest of this month and kind of got me out of that book slump. So that was nice. Second to last for the month was Carmilla, and I gave this 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I don't read a lot of classics, so this was something a little different, and I felt like because I was really getting back into the swing of reading after I went through those 2 really fast-paced books, I felt like it was an appropriate time to read this book, because had I done it like following Game of Thrones, I would have never gotten through it. Never. But it was good. I really enjoyed. I have not yet read Dracula, but I plan on reading that soon, maybe. Or maybe I'll wait until October for some more spooky vibes, but yeah, it was really good. It's pretty short, which was another, this was a really quick read, maybe like 24 hours. So that's what I really like. When the classics are like 600 pages, that's when, I don't know, I just can't really do it. But yeah, this one it was fun. It was like, not necessarily like scary, but I liked the vibes. I really enjoyed the vibes of this book. So yeah, 4 out of 5. Lastly, I finished off this month with Magnolia Parks. I don't know. I gave it 3 stars. Probably more, it's probably realistically more like a 2, but I just hate giving a book anything less than 3 stars. I really wanted to love this book so bad because I know so many people that do, but I don't know. I'm sorry, but I am not rooting for Magnolia and BJ. I just could not, I don't know. I don't connect to them. Their relationship, I don't even, honestly, I wanted her to just stay with Tom because BJ's annoying. Magnolia's a little annoying, to be honest. I don't know. I will probably most likely continue the series just because why not? But I'm just not really rooting for their relationship. Like, all the toxicity, I can't really get behind it. But like, okay, I will say there were many parts of this book that were very entertaining and I wanted to keep reading it. I just can't really root for the characters. So that's the reason for the low-ish rating. We'll say 2.5 because I just can't give it 2 stars. It was entertaining. I just kind of hate the characters. They're just annoying and toxic, and yeah. Okay, I have one more thing to add about my feelings about Magnolia Parks. So every time that somebody calls BJ Beej, I wanted to throw the book across the room, and if you've read my Magnolia Parks, you know that is like once every maybe 3 sentences, and I hated it. I hate that nickname, Beej. I think it's stupid, and it made me so angry every time I had to read that, and it happens about 5 times a page, so yeah. That's, it makes my skin crawl. I don't know why, but I just hated it. Sorry. Just realized there's only 8 books in this video because I skipped the Midnight Library, but I'll talk about it now. I gave it 5 stars. I would probably knock it down to 4 now that I'm thinking about it, but it was really good. It was a really cool concept. I liked the character's storyline. I was not really bored throughout the whole thing, so yeah, I liked it. Solid 4. I gave it a 5 because I liked the ending, but yeah, 4 is more accurate. But overall, really good. But that's all that I read this month. It was overall a really good month. 9 books. Yeah, so I'm already reading a few more that I'm really excited about. So yeah, that's all.